Hey, everybody. So, I wanted to talk to you about the concept of showing, not telling. And so, what does that mean? Well, to put it simply, show, don't tell is a writing technique in which the stories and characters are related through sensory details and actions rather than exposition. So, what does that mean? That means that rather than me telling you that little Timmy was afraid, I show you that Timmy was afraid by actions, by dialogue, by events that happen. So, for example, instead of saying little Timmy was terrified, I could say that little Timmy's knees were shaking and his teeth were clattering and he was biting his nails and his eyes were really large, things like that. Things that, as the reader, I can see that he's terrified without you actually having to spell it out for me. Because nobody likes things spelled out for them. We want to be able to see things and infer things ourselves. So, there are some tips that I want to give you real quick, four of them exactly. So, first of all, tip number one, you want to create a sense of setting. We've talked about this in my lecture on narrative elements. Go back and look at the first one. I talked about setting. One of the best ways to create good setting is through your senses, your five senses. As the reader, I want to see what little Timmy is seeing. I want to hear what he hears. I want to taste what he tastes, and so on and so forth. So put me in his shoes. Fill my five senses. Tell me what I'm seeing, tasting, touching, hearing, smelling, so on and so forth. Number two, use dialogue to build character. If I want to show that my character is a bully, then have his dialogue, his or her dialogue, be bullyish. Have them always cutting people down or always insulting them or always interrupting them, things like that. Show me that he's a bully. Don't just tell me that he's a bully. Number three, if in doubt, always describe the action. Don't just tell me that little Timmy fell down. Show me that he scraped his knee, that his ankle was twisted, that he collapsed in a heap. All of those things are far more engaging than he fell down. Use imagery. Use description. But number four, don't overdo it. You don't have to describe every single action in every single place and every single person. Pick the ones that are the most significant to the story. If him tying his shoes doesn't enhance the plot, don't over describe it. If him falling down is significant to the plot because it allows the killer to catch up, then yes, describe him falling down and twisting his ankle. If a character is insignificant to the plot, don't waste time describing what they look like or what they're doing. But if a character is integral to the plot, then yes, by all means, do it. So pick your battles. I have a video for you to watch by editor Ellen Brock, who will go into more detail about this concept, as well as a blog post from the one and only Stephen King, who is going to go into much more detail about this concept and hopefully give you guys some great insights. So, watch her video, read his blog post, and then reply to my discussion board post. And that's your assignment for today.